In this world, there are essentially two kinds of people. The people who are up by 3 a.m. watching videos like this on YouTube, and the people who aren't. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, of course, it's someone's lifestyle choices that determines if they're a night owl or an early bird. While that may be true in some cases, a lot of the times this isn't. In this video, we will explore the other less known factors that determine if you are an owl or a bird, and the pros and cons for them. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Snooze Insider and click on the bell icon to get notified for our latest videos. Information on everything we've talked about will be in the description below. Sometimes, the reason why you're still wide awake after midnight and can't seem to fall asleep for the life of you is because of your genes. We're not talking about those denim trousers you get from Levi's or Old Navy. We're talking about the human genome. This means that you may not be able to choose to be a night owl or an early bird. You may be born to be either one. But the question still remains, which is better? To be an early bird or to be a night owl? The early bird versus night owl argument is one that has generated quite a lot of arguments between people in either camp. However, it's important to understand that there's no real answer to that question. Asking whether it's better to be a night owl or to be an early bird is like asking whether it's better to be a lawyer or a doctor. It all depends on context. For example, it would be better to be a doctor if someone on a plane got sick, but it would be better to be an engineer if something on the plane needs fixing. Regardless of this, you should know that both early birds and night owls have their pros and cons. For one, some scientific research has found that early birds are persistent perfectionists and less likely to experience fatigue, frustration, and difficulties. Interestingly, night owls are more likely to be impulsive go-getters. This means that an early bird may be well suited to the 9-to-5 schedule, while the night owl may be more inclined to do remote work and the startup culture. They would be able to plan their schedule around their waking periods and be able to work at unconventional times. Another study revealed what beverage both kinds of people like to have. According to the study, which had over 500 participants, found that early birds prefer to consume caffeine from tea, whereas the night owl preferred to consume caffeine from coffee. Now, ask yourself, does your preference for tea or coffee describe your desire to stay up late or rest up early? Let us know in the comments. Additionally, night owls are more likely to indulge in alcohol and nicotine compared to the early birds. That's probably because night owls usually have a more robust nightlife, where these substances are more prevalent. There's also an interesting age disparity between night owls and early birds too. According to available statistics, whether you're an early bird or a night owl depends heavily on your age. The younger you are, the more likely it is for you to be a night owl, and the older you get, the more likely it is that you transition into being an early bird. According to scientists, this isn't just because of your age. It's actually because of the circadian clocks of skin cells and circadian genes. Stephen A. Brown, a researcher at the Institute for Pharmacology and Toxicology, said that he can tell if you are a bird or an owl just by looking at your skin cells. Now that's pretty cool.
Wow!
Anyone else feel the need to put on some face lotion right now, or is it just me? Interestingly, research has discovered that night owls are more likely to be depressed than early birds. This is despite their bubbly social life. The reason, research suggests, is that the biological needs of night owls, which is go to sleep late and waking up late, don't match with societal expectations. So, while they might be able to have fun all night, they may end up being depressed if the majority of the people around them aren't about that nightlife. But night owls aren't the only ones with cons. Early birds have their share of negatives too. For example, early birds tend to miss out on the colorful nightlife since they find it difficult to stay awake past 9 or 10 o'clock. They also end up needing more sleep than most people, which can make them less productive than their peers. So, which one would you rather be, a night owl or an early bird? Let us know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so we can continue making them. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the bell notification. Share this with a friend if you think they may need a little wake-up call. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Until then, sleep well.